Yeah, they've stole a loaf of bread from the bakery. We must catch them. Dear, oh dear. Right, first up we got Bunker Silo Set by Mephius, 7.76 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these in the construction menu and under buildings and silos. So scroll along to the end. So we've got a few options on this one. So first off, we've got the Bunker Silo Medium 8x39 drive-through option. Then come across to the second one, 8x39, but obviously got the enclosed end. We then come across to the next one, same size, drive-through, but got a bit of a fence on the top of it. Then we'll come on to the next one, which is, as before, 8x39, enclosed end, but with a fence on the top of it. Then come over to the last two, because the first lot were 20 grand, the last two are going to be 45. So this has got a drive-through option with a higher wall. Then we've got the last one there, enclosed end, higher wall, bigger space. Ah, very nice. I mean, it's a bunker style at the end of the day, so I'd imagine you could get more in the high-sided walls than the lower ones. But yeah, they were right. Pick whichever one you fancy. Right, next up is used lifting platforms. This is by MX11, 7.68 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these in the construction menu and under buildings and tools. So we'll scroll back along for the first one. So we've got that there, 3.5 grand for the small one. We then got the medium, which is 4 grand. We then got the large 4-poster, which is 7.5 grand. And we then got the repair ramp with workshop for 9.5 grand. Oh, very nice. Now, I've got myself a Black Beauty and it doesn't fit in this small one. So if you have got that one, you're going to need to get smaller vehicles, or then in the other way around, if you've got bigger vehicles, you're going to need to get a bigger ramp. Anyway, we'll just go with that. Dear oh dear. So, obviously, this is going to be for your whole role play situation. The only issue I did have, other than the big tractor not going into the small one, is when you come into this one and park it like that and you get out the vehicle, you're then stuck. No, I can't move anywhere. I can then press B and raise it up. Yeah, that's great, and I can get back in the vehicle, no problem. But I have to sort of wait till it raises to the top, then get out and then jump down. Alright, fair enough. So we'll lower that back down. That all comes down nicely. Obviously, this one does the same there. Very nice. And we'll get back into the tractor. We'll go onto the 4-poster, because this one obviously is slightly different. So we'll back onto that like so. And then we'll get out. We'll raise it off. Very nice. Now the difference between this one and the other two is this one has got that thing of where it stays in the air. So when the ramp's lowered down, obviously it's there just floating. Obviously, just jump into your tractor and it falls down. Not a problem. And then the last one is the actual ramp with workshop. All you got to do is reverse up there. There is no moving parts to it, mind you. So you parked up there like that. Come down the steps. Hit the spanner icon. Fix your tractor. I mean, if you really wanted to. I mean, it's like this under here. You got fent parts in the box. You got class parts. Oh, I like that. Yeah, work on the underside of your tractor. I do like these sort of things that sort of bring the whole working situation on the go. We'll call it that. So you could really get some decent role play on the go with that. You know, you could start off a little garage or, you know, tractor dealership. Yeah, I like them. Very nice. Right, next up is Welga DK115. This is by Bremy456, 5.57 megabyte on the download. And you might say, whoa, wait up a minute. We've got the DK115 as the base game. And you're right. You're totally right. There's a little bit of a difference with this one. So it starts off with 8,000 litre capacity. And it's got an 11.5 grand price tag. But then you got to pay extra for the cover. Alright, why not just have that as standard without the cover, have it as an optional extra? We'll carry on. You've got the options there under configuration. So standards, this is where it's different. Bale trailer with a side on. Very nice. bale trailer with just the side like that, bale trailer with no sides at all, or back to standard. So that's your difference. You can change the DK115 into some bale trailers. Oh, that's all right. And obviously we come down, usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Cover, yes or no. And then you've got your cover colour, yellow or green. And then you come down to design on the first bale trailer. You've got design colour there. Obviously you can change that to whatever you like. Changes the framework on it. Ah, that's all right, that is. Very nice. Right, next up is multi-trailer pack. This is by Wolfex Modding, 2.42 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find these on the bale loaders. So we've got two options. We've got the single axle and then we've got the tandem axle. So they're both the same on the option situations. We're going to the single. So this starts off at 8 grand. So you've got the usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Then you come down to design. So you've got standard, front extension, front and rear extension, round bale extension, so it puts the sidebars on, forestry extension for doing some logging. Oh, that's all right. And then standard. So if you put some extensions back on, then you got main color. You go for whichever one you want. Change the main frame. Extension color. Again, you go for whatever one you want. Change the extensions. And then rim color obviously does the rims like that. Dear, oh dear. Then if you come out of that and we go into the tandem trailers, the twin axle, it's going to cost you 12 grand. And you've got usual shenanigans and then the same options as before. I do like the round baler extension on that though. That is really nice. Right, next up is the Unia Rack 1.12. This is by Nikos321, 4.06 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Windrowers. This only requires 45 horsepower from your tractor. That's really low. That's ace. 4.3 meter working width, 7 mile an hour working speeds, and they're going to cost you 2.5 grand. Oh, it only requires 45 horsepower, so they're going to cost you 2.5 grand. That is ace. The options you got there are design red and grey, red and yellow, red and black, or back to red and grey. I mean, I know it's only 4.3, so it's not massive on the Windrow and whole escapades, mind you, but 45 horsepower requirement and 2.5 grand. That is ace. Right, next up is the John Deere 1720 60R30 2012. That's a lot of numbers in that name. And this is by JHHG Modding, 20.53 megabyte on the download. You're going to find this under planters. So it starts off with an 896 litre tank for your seeds. Requires 210 horsepower from your tractor, 12.2 metre working width, 9 mile an hour working speed, 62,300 to buy. We then go over to the tank configuration, which it gets very, very interesting in a good way. So we'll carry on. The first one, liquid fertilizer set. So you can seed and fertilizer at the same time. That's fine. Pesticide set. Oh, you can put some pesticide down. Put some herbicide down while seeding. Oh, that's ace. We then got tanks and liquid fertilizer. So that puts it up to 1,653 litres. You then got tanks of pesticide set. We then go even further because it's got loads of options on it. So we've got dry fertilizer for Max Emerge XP extension. All right, fair enough. You can then have pesticides and dry fertilizer. You can have pesticides and dry fertilizer with the tanks. Puts that up to 2,325 litres. We then got the Max Emerge XP 3 bushel extension. All right, fair enough. We then got liquid fertilizer and 3 bushel extension. We then got pesticides and 3 bushel extension. We then got liquid fertilizer and the tanks and 3 bushel extension. They got pesticides, 3 bushel extension with the tanks, and we got back to standard. So that's your biggest one. It's going to cost you 11 grand extra. All right, fair enough. Carry on. Then got the wheel brands, usual shenanigans with the Ghost. You got Lizard and John Deere. You got wide and lift assist wheels on there like that. And then we'll come down to design. So we've got 0 kilo front weight, 435. So it puts them on the edge of the top bits there, or 0. Cleaner disc configurations, no. Standard, no till row cleaners, or no. Then got attachers, so it's no, or trailer hitch. Oh, add a trailer hitch to it. Very nice. You could seed and then roll at the same time. That's all right. You then got wing support configurations. So it puts those extra support bars on the top there. We then got design color. You can either have John Deere or Lizard. Now I looked through all these options earlier on and I couldn't see where the design changed on the color. Oh, it's there. It's on the framework just by the supports. Oh, I got you now. It's on these trailer lift assist wheels. Right. Okay, fair enough. Now, this is ace. I've got one hooked up. I've gone for the pesticide with tank-free bushel extension times 20, whatever it was called. But look at the unfolding mechanism. This is ace. L, B, and A. Oh, look at that. That's something like the Thunderbirds. Oh, that is ace. I love that. And to be honest, I think this is the first one I've seen so far that you can put your spray down, your herbicide, while seeding. That is ace. Obviously, you know, a lot of people have fertilised as well, but that is something different indeed. Oh, I do like that. That is very nice. Right, next up is the Class C450 C600 headers pack. This is by Watch to Sick, 16.26 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find these under harvester headers and then the header trailer at the end. So we've got the C450, the C510, the C600, and then the C450 C600 trailer. So we'll go into the first one, the 450. So this has got a 4.5 meter working width, 6 mile an hour working speed, 6,650 of your hard-earned cash to buy. You then got the options there are stickers, old, new, or old. So that's the C450 on the side there. And you got the second option, covers, option 1, 2, or 1. So you have the covers on or off. Then we'll go into the C510. It's got 5.1 meter working width. Got the same options as the previous one. Obviously just a little bit bigger, 8.5 grand to buy. Then come into the C600. It's got 6 meter working width, 11.5 grand. The only options you got on that one is to change the stickers. Fair enough. And then we'll come into the header trailer. Going to cost you 850. The options you've got there, you can either have it for the 450 or the 510 or the 600. So obviously depending on which one you've bought previously, depends on which header trailer you go for. That's all right, that is. You got a class harvester on the go. Keep it all in family. Right, and the last mod for the day is the Lizard Protector 90. This is by AF Modding, 19.22 megabyte on the download, and this is brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I'll show you why when we get further into it, but this is ace. Absolutely ace. So it starts off with 300 horsepower engine, 74 mile an hour top speed, 65 grand to buy. The options you got there are, well, it's on the roof, but it's windowed or no windows. You either have it as a vehicle or a van. You go for whichever one you want. You then got, which I've never seen this in a mod before, right or left hand drive. Now obviously this is based on the Land Rover from the UK, mind you, but the left and right hand drive, that is ace. We then come down to adventure kit. So you got default, you can have front grille, steps, grille and steps, adventure kit. Look at the state of that. That's ace. Or nothing. Now we'll leave that on. You then got lights, stock, LED, or stock. Then you got reflective chevrons. This is where it gets interesting. So we'll start off. No decals. Construction. Police. Yeah. Rescue. No decals again. Or we'll leave that on police like that. We then go beacons, light bar. So you've got standard, construction, police, rescue, construction 2, police 2, rescue 2, or back to standard. So we'll leave that one on. Then you've got wheel setups. You can either have street or mud. Then we'll come down to main colour. You go for whichever one you want, but we'll go for that. And then parts colour, we'll go and match it up. Does the mud flaps, wheel arches, whatever you want to call them. Hood colour obviously does the hood. And then rim colour we'll go for that. Oh, that is ace. Now, this is ace. Right, so if we do RB and up on the D-pad, get the siren, get the lights on and go. Oh, that is ace. Put the lights on like that. Got your working lights and usual things. Even got the light part. That is ace. But then if we do LB and up on the D-pad, oh, ace. Get yourself a police car. That's brilliant. Right, so if we turn those off, right, and we'll sit here. We'll wait for a vehicle to come past. Then we're gonna go chase him down. Sat there waiting for ages and nobody come past. We come on the dual carriageway, so let's go chase down this car. Yeah, they've stole a loaf of bread from the bakery. We must catch them. Dear, oh dear, pull your vehicle over. This is the police. Oh look, that's it, we'll get them stopped. Right then, what's been going on? Oh, I can't even take myself seriously with that. That is ace. Oh, for the whole roleplay, having fun with that. That is brilliant. Oh, I love that. Very nice. Well, we've got some updates for the day. So we've got the Small Dairy by Nailu. We've got the Diesel Production Pack by MTL Modding Team. We've got Old Big Building by Matej Mods. You've got the IBC and Pallet Stack by ADub Modding ABP Team. Got Homemade Weight by Edo's Picks and Ramon Grillo. We've got Signal Bar by Niku55. We've got the Mar Ag Pack by SMI Modding Team. We've got the Lizard 1105 by Conta Camigo Modding. We've got the John Deere 8R series by Custom Modding. We've got the Massey Ferguson 5400 series by AMG Gaming and Bullet Bill. And we've got Somerset Farms by Steve's Mods. And there's something interesting about that. There's no mention of a new save game, so we could be lucky with that one. But that's your updates for the day. Now, this is the current testing list that Giants are working on, although pretty much all of that has come out today, so they obviously haven't updated it. So that's the current one for you. And that's your mods done for the day. Drop it in the comments below. Which one's your favourite? You see what people are looking at. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. It's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today. And I'll see you in the next one.